Everybody, it's Franco here, and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. And you can see we just started a war here, so I wanted to show off my war on this second account here. So if you can tell, I'm on my second account, my Wallbreaker account. If you don't know, this account only uses Wallbreakers. We will get to those achievements in a second. Yeah, and I have no other troops, and heroes and spells, and I guess siege machines are fair game on this account. So it is incredibly hindered considering I don't really have troops, more of like a troll account. And I like to sometimes just in war, like just attack the top guy at the end of the war and just kind of like, I don't know, like troll them and like then everybody's watching the last attack, and I always think it's so funny. But I figure I'll show here my attack that I did last war. The first attack was, I think, a time fail to some extent, but I figure I show what I do with this strategy. So I have the queen with the giant arrow attached, and the healer puppet, so I can basically do a queen walk without actually using healers, which is actually such a win when that equipment came out. But I throw the blimp in, and what I use is a wizard bomb. Yeah, wizard. I use wizard or super wizard. Yeah, I couldn't think of the right thing. And I always try to get the eagle artillery. That's the main thing because then I can use the wall breakers to tank without the eagle artillery targeting the heroes. And I'm sure I've explained this plenty of times before, but then you just have to do a hero walk around the base, and that's basically it. Use the wall breakers to break open the walls, and you can use them to tank. But with the queen with the healers, it's not really too necessary, to be honest. So I just keep sprinkling in the wall breakers, and that's basically how I do most of the attacks. Nothing has really changed too much with this attack strategy. So now here's the more in-depth part. What I've been messing with is I always have the Warden upgrading because he's not too critical to this attack strategy, or at least he wasn't before. Now I've started using the Rage Tone, or Rage Gem, so it rages up the healers. So it does provide some extra healing output, but you can see all three of the healers already died, so he wouldn't really be doing much, adding just a little extra DPS. If you don't know, that means damage per second. And I always have him upgrading because my logic through hero upgrades, like in general in this game, is always upgrade your weakest hero. You don't want to upgrade your strongest hero because when you upgrade your strongest hero, then he's down or she's down, whatever, and then you cannot use him in battles and you're going to be really bad. But if you upgrade your weakest hero and get him to extremely strong, so in this case the Warden, then when the Warden's extremely strong, I might actually be compensating enough that I can upgrade a medium strength hero, like maybe the King or something, on this account. On my main account, I always have the King upgrading because he is just the weakest hero. And the strongest hero, if you're not using all wall breakers, is obviously the Warden and everything. So that's the logic, is just upgrade the Warden enough until I can afford to upgrade the King and have him down. And then your strongest hero, you always want to just be upgrading with books. So with books, I always use them on the queen here, and hopefully she'll get to level 75 and be max so that you never really have to put down your strongest hero. And I wasn't paying attention to how much time I started with in this attack, but I think it was close to a time fail. And I was getting a little concerned because I was like, yo, if the king goes down here, that might be just enough extra damage that I'm losing, and I might time fail. I think there might have been a couple like seconds left, and I was like, perfect. Maybe there was like 2 seconds left that this ended here. I'm gonna replay the attack just so we can see exactly. Oh no, there was a bunch of time. So you can tell by the second you start the attack. So I started at 47 or 2 minutes and 47 seconds, and so that means there were 13 seconds left when I ended the attack there. But yeah, I thought I'd show off how I attack in war, and I have been messing around when I drop the royal champion and everything. But if you clicked on this video, it's because of the title. And it has to do with me finally getting Champions League with all wall breakers. And just to prove that I only use wall breakers, I guess I can prove it, but I just use all wall breakers in my attacks here. You see no other troops. Like, I'm not using level 1 barbarians. I actually think those would actually be worse at this point than all wall breakers. Sorry, I keep opening up the chat, force of habit. But yeah, I finally got Champions League, and this is actually the best achievement to get in the game. I actually think... Wait, maybe I take it back. I think the one where you get 1250 trophies, the one right above this, or right above Conqueror, I think you get a shit ton of gems and XP from that too. But I think Champion might actually be the best achievement. You get 2,000 gems and 2,000 XP. So let's claim that right now. I wasn't paying attention to my XP bar, but I think it just jumped up a lot. And I'm actually at 9,000 gems. I've just been saving them because this is kind of like my pet account, and I don't really care too much about it. And I actually also got loot 1 million capital gold in Clan Capital, which is kind of cool. 250 gems, 1,000 XP. and we are very close to level 157. I mean, level doesn't mean anything, but yeah, that was extra gems and everything that I did want to show off. And another thing that I want to talk about is clan games on this account. So it is pretty hard to do most of these events in clan games. I know it's grayed out because I already selected one, but most of them revolve around troops: boxer giants, wall breakers, ice golems, boulders, hogs, golem, P.E.K.K.A. Like, I can't do any of these. The only ones that I can really do is this one: destroy wall segments. And you even get it in builder base too, and then when I get the bomber. So clan games is pretty difficult on this account too. Like, I always finish it with my main account and like, all right, now I got to use the entirety of the 5 days up to try to get it with wall breakers. Obviously I can still do the multiplayer battles and stuff, but it is kind of getting hard. I figure we'll do a live attack here to show off how I actually attack. But it is getting a little bit difficult because all the bases I face are Town Hall 13, and I thought I was starting to get good with this account when I was able to attack Town Hall 12s. I was like, whoa, I can 3-star Town Hall below, but I don't ever see Town Hall 12s anymore. I finally reached the place in trophies where I think the majority of players in Clash of Clans are. I know my girlfriend Sakelnator even mentioned that she's at this point as well, that every base that you find, you struggle to get 2 stars, or you struggle to get 3 stars. And that's just kind of how the equilibrium is going to be when you are trophy pushing to some extent. I know you might be thinking, well, champion isn't that high in trophy pushing, but like for me, it relatively is. So some people might be stuck at high champion or titan and be like, why are there so many bases? And the key thing you got to remember is there is nothing stopping you from dropping trophies. Like, I know they make it say defeat, and it seems like so disappointing and everything to drop trophies, but trophies actually have no value in this game. So on my main account, I actually dropped down to silver trophies to farm up defensive wins. That's its own story in itself, but there's nothing stopping you from lowering yourself in trophies. Like, you might think, oh, like the loot bonus or whatever. The loot bonus is shit no matter where you go. The only place that it might actually be worth it for the loot bonus is Legends League, but that has its own system and its own drawbacks and pros and cons, basically. So really, if you're having too hard of attacks and you're not necessarily trophy pushing, I honestly suggest just dropping down in trophies. I don't really see any disincentive. The only thing that you're going to get is you're not going to get the street cred of being high in trophies and high up in the clan, but like, who really cares about that? Like, I don't think anybody really does. I'm going to drop the Royal Champion here. Oh, I tried to get her to take the Town Hall, but the Eagle Artillery is gone, so I can spam in Wallbreakers at this point to help tank for the Archer Queen. But like I was saying, the only reason that I'm actually this high in trophies on this account is literally because I actually am trophy pushing. So I've never trophy pushed on this account, and I really thought it would be a waste of time because of how weak I am on offense. But now that my offense is kind of coming along, and I unlocked the 4th hero, the Royal Champion and everything, and I constantly have her upgrading. I've just been struggling to get Dark Elixir, to be honest, because it is not the easiest on this account, especially if you're trophy pushing, because what I used to do is I would just shoot the Queen's Giant Arrow across the base, take the Dark Elixir, and end a story. But now I'm trophy pushing, so I have to actually earn all of my Dark Elixir, and I am running short a lot of the time. So my hero progress might be a little bit hindered, and that's what I mean. Like, trophy pushing actually isn't really ever worth it, and the main reason I'm doing it now is because, like, why not? Like, I've never done it on this account, and it's always fun to do it at least once on an account, and also, like, I can make some content on it. So I know, I feel like some people are interested in this account. I know not really many are, because I don't know why you would be. It's just like an under-leveled YouTube account, which plenty of other people do as well. Like, on my playthrough series, like, I think it's kind of boring as well. But look, we have this streak bonus there, which is kind of cool. But I figured I would do it because this is a very unique account. I don't think anybody else on YouTube or in the game in general is going out here with all wall breakers. I think it is actually very rare to do that. And you saw from my attack there, I don't ever try to drop my clan castle troops because it's the super wizards, and I don't want to waste them because I know. Let's look at. Let's see if I even got a 3-star recently. I actually haven't, but I'll play this replay in the background while I finish explaining something. But I don't like to use Super Wizards because, where was that 99% that I just saw? I swear I just saw a 99%. Yeah, there. I guess I time failed very close there. And that's why I use the Wall Wrecker at the last minute. I don't try to use it. Like I said, I don't want to lose the clan castle troops because they're expensive to make, and nobody's going to have super wizards trained in their army camp. It's not really an army strategy. Like, it's more of something you put in blimps. Same with super archers. Like, I'd always try to save them, and I guess technically I could push harder and be using clan castle troops and everything, but it's one of those things that's like a temporary fix. The more, so if you rely on clan castle troops to get high in trophies, you're gonna hit a point where you stall out, and that point where you stall out might only be about like 100, 300, 400, I don't know, maybe 1,000 trophies higher than it was before. And if you don't think that's really gonna, like, if it's all trophy pushing, it's all relative. So if you increase that threshold where you're gonna stall out and not be able to one star anymore or gain in trophies by 300 trophies, it's not really worth it. Like, the whole thing is to just hit that stall point. And if it's like a threshold a little bit higher, it doesn't really matter, I think at least. So I'm just trying to see how high I can get without that. Like, I know a lot of people with like the goblin maps will like use clan castle troops and everything, but like my idea is the same as with this trophy pushing. Like, I'll only get as high as I can with just the hero, or not just the heroes, just with like my regular army. And I don't want to just keep wasting clan castle troops because, like, one, it starts to get expensive for raid medals, and two, I think it would start to get inconvenient for your clan mates. So that's kind of my idea behind it, and I always just save the wall wrecker there for the end to like help almost clean up there. And as you can see from this replay, I actually got a 99%, which will come up soon, but there is this deadly builder hut up here. So I use it to try to pick off some buildings if I can, and I guess I was a little slow with the invisibility, or my reaction to the invisibility, so the king lost almost all of his health there. But yeah, so this is basically what I do on this account, the trophy push. Maybe if I hit that stall out point where I'm really not gaining trophies, and if I'm close to Legends League, I think I will start to use Clan Castle troops and use the Super Wizard Bomb, or maybe just sneaky goblins in it and just take the Town Hall on every base that I find and protect it with Warden ability till I get to Legends League. Because that is ultimately the goal on this account. I guess, to get to Legends League, but I might even have to be Town Hall 14 to do that, so that's why this is kind of like a fake-ish trophy push. Like, I'm doing it, and I did it, like, by accident. Now I'm like, hey, I just hit Champion, like, let's just keep going, and I think, wait, it goes Champion then Titan, yeah, so I'm only, like, a couple leagues away from Legends. I'm at 3,200 something, and I would need to hit 5,000, which is actually so many trophies now that I say it out loud, especially with how difficult it's kind of getting with the current time. But maybe things will be better, and now I got this wall record coming in with the queen. They're both converging. I even had 3 spare invisibility spells, but it is not enough, and I got a 99%. And that is another thing I want to talk about, is I'm struggling so much with this streak event. Because I think on my main account I got to number 5 here, and this one requires 100%. Like, this requires a 3-star, and I actually failed the streak on day number 2 because I couldn't get a 75% 2-star. I was like, dude, it is so hard with this. Like, if you look at my attack log, like, most of them are 1-stars or low percent 2-stars because I just go in with the queen to get the Town Hall. I know I just had that 99. That is, like, kind of pretty rare, but yeah, this streak event is pretty hard when you're not great and trophy pushing. It is great for people that are low in trophies in general. Like, you can just 3-star whoever you want basically. But yeah, so we finished up that clan games thing, and now I'll try to do as many of these as I possibly can, and I think our clan will finish clan games pretty quick. Yeah, we're almost done at this point, and like I think it's been about a couple hours. Nobody's really even done it yet. But yeah, I think that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on this account next when we are hopefully in Titan League 4,100. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.